watching Fox 17 News this morning.
It is 6 o'clock. Good morning. We are following breaking news this morning. 2 deadly accidents as storms push through Middle Tennessee overnight. First, we have a deadly crash in West Nashville and in Rutherford County where a woman died in a house collapse in Christiana. Fox 17 News entire Skywatch 17 weather team on the air overnight into early hours this morning. We have been tracking reported tornadoes popping up on the radar all across Middle Tennessee. Do want to say good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Jennifer Waddell.
And I'm AJ Hilton. Now, we will not know for sure how many tornadoes did touch down in the Mid-State until the National Weather Service crews get out and assess the damage this morning. But right now, Fox 17 News' Sarah Small live in Christiana, where a confirmed tornado has touched down and caused some serious damage.
Yeah, that's true. Well, as we are waking up this morning, if you are at home watching right now, you are asked to stay at home, especially in the Midland area. That is because we have trees down, we have power lines down, power poles. Middle Tennessee Electric is actually working to fix all of that right now. But if you live in the Midland area, you are asked to stay home right now. And we're going to show you why. First of all, we want to show you this picture. This is, you can see a tree down on the house here. We don't know of any injuries at that specific house, but this is just some of the storm damage we are seeing as a result of this tornado coming through here overnight. And now this video we're showing you is a fire which is in the same exact area, believed to be started by lightning. We're told a father and 3 children were able to get out safely, and that is because they had working smoke detectors. So certainly change your batteries if you have not recently. Now we're waiting to learn some more information. We're told that there will be another press conference coming up in the next half hour or so now that we're approaching daybreak. We are being kept further down the road, so we're unfortunately not able to see much more of that damage and see the destruction that has taken place. But hopefully in the next hour or so, we hope to make our way that way and bring you more details as it becomes available. Live this morning in Christiana, I'm Sarah Small, Fox 17 News.
Sarah, thank you. The other deadly accident happening during these storms, a car crash in West Nashville. This happened just after midnight on Davidson Drive. That's right underneath the I-40 exit near Charlotte Pike, that exit there. I want you to take a look at some of these pictures. Fox 17 News first on scene when a red SUV rolled over and killed the man inside. Police say the driver slid off the road and slammed into a pole underneath the I-40 bridge and again rolled over. Crews have the car towed to the side of the road this morning.
We have a live look right now. Heavy rain from Gallatin from overnight. In fact, our Fox 17 meteorologists were tracking some rotation in Sumner County that looked to be in the Shackle Island area, moving across Hendersonville and toward Gallatin. We want to say thanks to Fox 17 News viewer Ben Hamilton for sending this in to us. This came through our Fox 17 News app and website. The storm's moving out of the way just in time for Election Day. And for folks able to get to the polls, we are keeping an eye as the sun comes up. Any kind of damage that might impede your ability to get to the polls, if we see that, we'll be the first to let you know.
Yeah, and our sun rises officially in just about 10 minutes from right now. This is a much different scene than what we saw just a few hours ago. You can see the top of the LNC Tower looking out from our Skywatch 17 camera network, sponsored by Kentucky Downs. A very calm start to the morning, and on your Election Day, things looking a lot better than they were yesterday for sure. That strong line of storms raced right through southern Kentucky and Middle Tennessee, and Middle Tennessee really the brunt of these storms. We thought more of those tornadoes would stay to the south, but we got enough of that warm air that surged up from the south and that dew points that increased, and that really got that atmosphere unstable, which is why we saw all of that rotation and those storms that ended up being deadly. Now, the good news, no watches or warnings right now as everything has moved well to the east of us. Temperatures here in the next couple of hours in your coffee cast in the mid to upper 50s and right about 60 by 8 a.m. And you can see the next 12 hours our temperatures steadily rise. We're talking mid to upper 60s for our temps later this afternoon. Next 3 days, enjoy today because it is only going to get colder. 60 tomorrow and mid 50s on Thursday. So enjoy those upper 60s this afternoon. Let's check with Sam to see what's going on the roads. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning. It is 6:04 now and you're still clear traffic. I want to check in coming in from Murfreesboro. Good morning to our friends coming in from Coffee and Rutherford counties of the 24 corridor. Right here, Murfreesboro at 96 looks nice, but definitely picking up as we're now into the 6 o'clock hour. That drive in on 24 West, Murfreesboro into Nashville, about 25 minutes of interstate time, so looks nice there. 65 North, Spring Hill into downtown. Should also mention Williamson County and Rutherford County out for Election Day. A lot of those schools being held as polling places, so we could see a pretty light traffic day. 65 North, though, Spring Hill to downtown on time. And then 40 East, Dixon is in school, but right now it is all clear, about 39 to 40 minutes traveling 40 East. Getting word, though, of possibly an accident around Charlotte Pike on the west side of town that could impact that 40 drive. We'll have a look at that next, coming up on Fox 17 News this morning.
Thank you, Sam. 6:05 right now. Continuing coverage this morning on that severe weather outbreak overnight hitting Middle Tennessee. This is why we had been in a code red yesterday, alerting you to what we knew was coming. Let's take a look first of all south of Nashville in Thompson Station. That's Williamson County, about 10 miles south of Franklin. Watch here for a power flash caught on camera. This is from what may be a tornado right near Thompson Station overnight. This is along Interstate 840 eastbound.
Right
and
there.
There's that flash. 11:30 last night. Drivers going really slow on the roads here in the dark, and then you could see the power flashing, lighting up the sky. We have reason to believe that might have been a transformer blowing off in the distance. Right now, Fox 17 News' Justin McFarland is live in Thompson Station with a look at some of the damage there. Justin.
Yeah, good morning, Jen. You see this? This is a really huge log that has been laying in the road, but this is just a baby compared to some of the big boys back behind me here. Take a look. You can see big trees like this one were laying across roads like Snowbird Hollow Road here in Williamson County. Fortunately, the chainsaw crews have been out and about, and they have been busy cutting up big trees just like this one and getting them out of the way. Yet and still, wherever you go across Thompson Station, parts of Fairview, other parts of Williamson County, you're going to see a lot of debris out in the road. It won't be blocking, but it could cause you a flat, maybe cause some damage to your car if you're not careful. So be careful and watch out for large tree branches just like this one. They could be sitting out in the middle of the road. This is what could greet you if you aren't careful out there this morning. We're live this morning here in Williamson County. Justin McFarland, Fox 17 News.
All right, Justin, thank you for that perspective. And now let's take you to Auburntown. That's in Cannon County, 20 miles east of Murfreesboro.
Another possible tornado touchdown here. You can see the storm blew over tons of trees. Crews already out early this morning with chainsaws and bulldozers to clear the debris so people can get up and get going this morning.
It was very loud for just a few minutes, and the electricity went off, and then we heard a big bang, and that was the tree falling. It was pretty scary for a few minutes. I'm just thankful that our family is safe and our home is still standing, and that, as far as I know, no one in this area has had an injury.
Auburntown is a tiny town with less than 300 people. 6:08 is the time, and of course the other big story we will be following all day today. It is Election Day.
Tennessee election officials expecting high turnout as folks are going to cast their ballot for governor, U.S. Senate, and House, plus other issues as well.
Now, the top race in Tennessee is between Republican U.S. Representative Marsha Blackburn and Democrat Phil Bredesen. They're vying for Tennessee's open U.S. Senate seat to replace Bob Corker. This race has drawn national interest as Republicans look to defend their 51-49 majority in the Senate, and it's quickly become the most expensive race in Tennessee history. In the final hours of the campaign, Representative Marsha Blackburn spent time with people in Smyrna overnight. She says her goal is to give Tennesseans tax cuts, a good economy, and national security.
It's not about a person, it's not about a party. This is about Tennesseans. This is about getting things done that Tennesseans want to see done. Getting government off their back, out of their pocketbook, less regulation, less taxes.
Bredesen making a campaign stop at the Nashville Farmers Market last night. The former governor reiterating his biggest concerns with health care and the opioid crisis.
Once somebody gets addicted to these drugs, it's a human tragedy for them. It's a tragedy for their families. It's expensive to fix. It isn't always that successful. Let's move it back. Let's get the mental health stuff we need. Let's work with the doctors that it takes to cut this stuff off at the beginning.
Now, meanwhile, Republican businessman Bill Lee and former Nashville Mayor Carl Dean battling to succeed Governor Bill Haslam. Also on the ballot, Tennessee's 9 U.S. House seats, 17 state Senate seats, and 99 state House of Representatives seats. Polls open at different hours across the state, most open at 7 a.m., but all polling locations will close by 7 p.m.
6:10 in breaking news this morning, a threat investigation at a local high school where police are taking away all the guns in a student's house.
Continuing coverage of those storms that hit Middle Tennessee overnight. So many reports of tornadoes. In fact, I've seen several people who have lived here a real long time say it's the worst nighttime outbreak they've seen. We're going to take you to Sumner County next, taking a look at the damage in Gallatin, Cottontown, and Hendersonville.
You're watching Fox 17 News this morning. We're your only local news source from 7 to 9. We'll be right back, but you can join us every weekday morning starting at 4.
Good morning. Time right now is 6:13 and a live look over downtown Nashville. This is Broadway and First right there where it meets the Cumberland River. And as the sun is coming up, we can see no storm damage, at least visible here in downtown Nashville. But we know that is certainly not the case. We've got so many neighbors all over Middle Tennessee waking up with a lot of very serious damage this Tuesday morning after reports of several tornadoes breaking out overnight. And some breaking news from overnight. Metro Police find a woman with several gunshot wounds in Antioch. This happened in a neighborhood on Laketown Drive right around 11:30 last night, really during the heart of this severe weather that we were experiencing. Officers found a gun and shell casings nearby. They rushed the woman to the hospital. Stay with Fox 17 News as we work to find out more about the woman shot and the suspected shooter.
And some breaking news this morning. Police are investigating a possible threat against a Humphreys County high school, and now a student has been expelled. The sheriff's office says they heard about a threat toward Waverly Central High School, and now they've taken away all weapons from the student's home. The school will have an increased law enforcement presence so that everyone feels safe, but police say there had been no real threat to the school, and again, that student has been expelled.
Continuing coverage this morning on those storms that blew through Middle Tennessee overnight. This is video from Gallatin on DeShay Creek Road. You can see the rain just sweeping across this backyard. Heavy winds really bringing it down. Thanks to Jacob Vincent for sending this into Fox 17 News.
Do want to stay in Sumner County, up to Cottontown now, about 7 miles up the road from Gallatin. You can see we've mapped out the location, and we are seeing flooding from Station Camp Creek. This is on PD Branch Road in Cottontown. David Wesley Gould, I should say, sent in these pictures and video to Fox 17 News saying the creek at his house rose 11 inches to run over his driveway bridge. That's his mailbox there. You can't see it right here in this picture here, but the water from Station Camp Creek, you can see it. It is gushing out in that picture there.
Knocked over the mailbox post, it looks like.
Goodness.
And now another look in Hendersonville. This is Louisville Highway between Dickerson Pike and I-65. This is just off of exit 98. A lot of standing water here. That road flooded overnight. Trucks and cars leaving a wake behind as some people went through it. And by the way, I'm working to find out right now whether they have been able to clear Stop 30 in Drakes Creek Road. That's off exit 7. When I came through this morning, it was underwater as well. So this video coming in again to us from Hendersonville, Louisville Highway. And thanks so much to our Fox 17 News viewers on for taking the pictures and the video.
That's a car trapped
right there, working to find out how the person or people inside got out. But thanks to Chris Collins for sending this into Fox 17 News. You can do it anytime, fox17news.com. Click on the tab that says Chime In.
Now look, Tennesseans are no strangers to severe weather after dark, but according to the National Weather Service, 46% of Tennessee tornadoes happen at night, the highest rate in the entire country. Overnight tornadoes are 2.5 times as deadly as compared to daytime twisters. An important reminder to keep a weather radio handy. Make sure you download the Skywatch 17 weather app. They are both safe and reliable options to make sure you are awake and alert before it's too late.
Do want to get a quick check right now of some of the power outages that we're seeing right now. This is the outage map from Duck River Electric. They have more than 2,000 people. This includes areas like Lewisburg, Shelbyville, Tullahoma, Lynchburg, Lynchburg down toward Winchester, and it looks like a lot of the power outages are really focused in just north and east of Winchester right there. So looks like in that spot alone, yeah, each little symbol represents a certain number of people without power. Again, the total looking to be just over 2,000. No major outages from NES. It looks like MTEMC.
Those crews have been working really, really hard.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get power restored to everybody soon this morning, as it is election day. A lot of folks ready to get up and head out to the polls, which open in 43 minutes. 43
minutes from right now. Yeah, and a lot of folks voted early, so they don't have to worry about voting today. But a lot of people like to vote on election day. You know, it's like a tradition. You get out there on your Tuesday morning, have your cup of coffee, and then you're ready to go. A lot calmer here this morning than what we saw late last night. And we talked about 8 o'clock last night. We started going on the air and breaking into coverage, letting you know exactly where those storms were moving through. This is what it looks like from our riverfront camera there. A little bit of a light breeze as we're waiting for the Music City Star to come in. Another shot here for you. You look real close and you can see that building right there. That is our state capitol. So obviously all eyes on that and all of the offices around and all of the things that are happening for Election Day. Currently it's at 57 degrees. You can see some of your temperatures on the right side of your screen right there for your neighborhood. Southwest about 3 to 5 miles an hour. A little bit of a light breeze out there. Still hanging on to about 83% humidity. Some of that moisture left over from what we saw last night. Much calmer for you today, and temperatures are going to be above average. We're also going to stay dry. That will help as folks start to clean up from all of that mess we had last night. And here's your Election Day forecast. In the next hour, getting out to the polls, upper 50s. Maybe you're getting out there and already starting to wait in line. It's going to be just a little on the chilly side, but mid 60s voting around lunchtime, and right about 60 if you're heading out between 6 and 7 o'clock right before the polls close. We're staying mainly clear for this afternoon and into the evening time. We know there are a lot of schools that are out because of Election Day, but for those kids who are in school, dropping them off at the bus stop in the 50s here this morning and mid to upper 60s when you pick them up this afternoon. All in all, not too bad. Check out these numbers too. 67 your high today, Gallatin, 68 Lebanon, almost 70 in Murfreesboro this afternoon, and mid to upper 60s for most of the mid-state. Election Day weather around the country. Got some wet weather in the Pacific Northwest, dry for the desert Southwest and the Sun Belt region, and all of our showers and storms that we saw yesterday are pushing off toward the east. So we're going to be dry through a good portion of the southeast, but our friends just over in the Carolinas, up into parts of Virginia and also down into Georgia, that's where we could see some showers and thunderstorms there. So we'll be tracking that for you here. And on our future track, the ridge of high pressure, this H right there, that's what's going to be settling in over the next, say, 7 to 10 hours. And what that will do will keep us mainly warm and dry. Different scenario tomorrow. More cloud cover coming in and more colder air will also be working in. And we may see a few scattered showers around tomorrow, but overall the rain's really coming in Thursday night into Friday. Now that will not be the storm system of any kind of type of intensity that we saw from last night. This will just be rain showers Thursday night into Friday. But check out our numbers. 68 today, lower 50s on Friday. Saturday's high temperature 49 with overnight lows near or below freezing Friday night into Saturday night. Could be talking about freeze watches and warnings. Get those heaters back and ready to go as you head into Veterans Day weekend. Veterans Day on Sunday actually looking pretty good with mid 50s just in time for the Titans and Patriots there at Nissan Stadium. All right, let's find out what's going on. What else is going on the roads with Traffic Jam Sam? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Justin. It is 6:20 now in your steer clear traffic, and getting some breaking news. We are learning of a second deadly accident this morning, the second one of the morning, and both really in the very similar area. The first one being Davidson Drive, right under the I-40 overpass, right very close between Charlotte and 40. And then now this one we're getting confirmed here. This is I-40 eastbound at the Charlotte Pike exit ramp. Looks like they have just shut down the exit ramp, really not impacting inbound traffic, which is good news in light of this deadly crash. But this is right at exit 201 for Charlotte Pike on the west side of town. Really can't tell what's going on here, but you can look closely and see they've laid out the cones blocking that exit, and crews are working right at that exit lane. So if you are traveling that way, one should be aware you will not be able to exit for the time being. We're trying to get word on exactly what happened here and how much longer that could be blocked, but we are working on that steer clear detour for you. We'll have that next with your drive times in about 9 minutes at 6:30 on Fox 17 News.
All right, Sam, thank you. 6:21, President Trump going full speed, rallying ahead of the midterm elections today. Why he put a stop to his last rally of the campaign overnight. And the crowd broke out into song. And a warning this morning for anybody who has small pets. A hawk attacks a dog in a mid-state neighborhood. How you can protect your furry family friends. Thanks for joining us here for Fox 17 News this morning. And hey, thanks for making us Nashville's fastest growing morning newscast. We're glad to be with you. Good morning. It is 6:25 and happening right now. Wildlife moving into mid-state neighborhoods this morning. A man in Bellevue tells Fox 17 News he had to fight off a hawk attacking his little dog. That hawk swooped over the family's fence and caught their 10-week-old Papillon in its talons. The hawk pinched the dog to the ground, grabbed his head, trying to take off with it. Hawks will eat small rodents like squirrels and rabbits and other small animals about the size as this 4-pound dog.
I got bit and scratched up pretty good myself. I got bit in the hand and it swelled up like a baseball. We both had to get tetanus shots and all kinds of stuff. Poor guy barely survived. He almost bled out.
Wildlife experts say the best thing to do is to keep your dog safe is to walk right next to them, especially your small pets. Keep them on a leash. Hawks will be less likely to attack if you are close by. New from overnight, President Trump wraps up a 6-day, 8-state sprint to Election Day. At his 11th rally overnight in Missouri, a woman had some sort of medical situation in the crowd, and everybody started singing as a doctor helped her. Watch this and listen. Amazing Grace. The crowd broke into the hymn together as President Trump stopped his rally for a few minutes. Now, eventually, paramedics took the lady out, and the president continued his speech, saying he hopes she's okay, and he thanked everybody for their patience. Medical emergencies are pretty common, especially at presidential rallies where security requires people to be in place hours ahead of time. New from overnight, the Wilson County School Board votes to change its traditional 2-week fall break. According to the Tennessean, the school board has now approved a 1-week break after the first 9 weeks and then another full week off at Thanksgiving. This decision has been 3 years in the making. Supporters of the change say that 2-week-long fall break really presented a lot of learning challenges and difficulties for students and parents participating in extracurricular activities.
It had a traffic impact, too, for 2 weeks.
Sure, yeah.
Right now, 627. Speaking of that, we are following a deadly crash right off of 40 East in the Bellevue area. We're going to track it for you next on Fox 17 News this morning.
And temperatures today will be above average. A good day later this afternoon to get out there for a ride. Just watch the next couple of days with our medium faces there. That's only because we do have some more cooler temperatures right around the corner. Fox 17 News Sky Eye and Skywatch 17 weather watching Columbia, keeping all of Murray County safe this morning. Get that Skywatch 17 app. Hopefully you had it last night for those storms and those push alerts sent right to your phone to keep you and your family safe.
We want to know what you're up to, and you can share it with us. All you need is a phone or a tablet and the free Fox 17 News app. Once inside the app, click the Explore icon and then chime in. Choose a category, add media, click Continue to the photo library. I'm going to call this one Friday Fun. And remember, friends don't let friends shoot vertically. Turn your phone on its side, just like a TV. I can't wait to see what you send us.